What happens if you play Overwatch Stadium, but you just don't buy any items? Is it possible to win? Felt like I couldn't do this with tanks because once the tank goes down, your team usually gets wiped. And supports, a lot of the items really boost your healing, so that's also an issue. But the one character that doesn't change that much is Soldier 76. So I decided to do this challenge with him. So that means I don't get to have auto aim and I don't have the extra rocket damage. With that out of the way, let's just get right into game one. Since I didn't really know how this was going to go, I just decided that I was going to lie to my teammates about why I wasn't buying items. I was just really afraid of getting flamed. Without items to balance out my, let's just say, bad habits of playing Soldier, I really have to take an analytical approach to this. So let's look at their team and see what the biggest threats are. With the D.Va and the Soldier Ditto, D.Va is a little better on their team because our Mei is going to sit by our tank and her walls are just going to be really susceptible to D.Va diving over them and getting to our back line. One of my objectives is to really flank this Ashe, put pressure on her, and make sure she's not just going bombs over Baghdad on our team. Items or not, I'm still falling for the same bad habits every Soldier 76 does, and that's just running in when no one in your team is on point. Well, I know I said that the D.Va is kind of an issue for our team, but, well, she's gone, and so we decide to have a little willy whacking contest, throwing out ults left and right. But honestly, this game is in the bag. Unless the D.Va comes back, there's no way that they can win. Which I'm grateful for, because it means an easy win for this challenge, but also it's not really realistic, because this is just a free win, and I don't take any satisfaction from beating people with no items. I'm gonna have to work on that weapon accuracy, though, if I want to succeed in this challenge, because that is bad. So the D.Va never comes back, and people start dropping out like flies. So this game is pretty much won, but it's won from disqualification, so it's hard to count this as a win. But you know damn well I'm going to. On to game 2, and I decide to take a different approach to my excuse, and make it seem like I am shooting myself, and that's why I'm AFK. It's all to get into their psyche and start having empath feelings for you. This map is a really good map to have round 1 because positioning here is a lot easier with Soldier 76 than other maps. You can play hide and seek around the pillars and shoot some rockets at them. It's harder for people to hit you, but on the other hand, it's also harder to hit other people. I see that this Mercy and Ashe combo is really taking down my team. Whatever, man. I'm just gonna go help my tank. I'm gonna ignore everyone, but then the minion in the Bob pile drives me. For the rest of the round, they hold the point pretty solidly and comfortably. I pop my ult to no avail. Everybody starts popping their ults, but at this point, it's too late. We can never retake the point, and they win the first round. Looking at my stats from this round, I feel a little discouraged. I feel like maybe my skill isn't good enough and I rely on items too much. I feel like all of my damage that I did just got healed or the armor just took care of it. With my weapon accuracy so low, I was wondering maybe my aggressive positioning wasn't paying off as much as I thought it would. But I don't give up. Maybe it's time to re-strategize my approach. Maybe instead of diving their backline, which I never could kill, maybe I play frontline with my Reinhardt and let the shield do its work while I can hopefully try to deal a bit more damage, especially with the Mercy and her damage boost. This map lends itself to that strategy because your positioning as Soldier is usually going to be in this back area. It becomes pretty apparent quite soon that this strategy has its flaws, especially against their team comp, because the Mei can just wall me off from doing any damage and the D.Va can just dive me from the back line. Probably guessing that their D.Va's not going to disconnect this time. Wait, this is a problem. I forgot completely about bounties. If I take the bounty, that just takes so much gold away from my teammates who are actually buying items. And I wish I could buy some items. I can't deal with multiple people at once. I just take too much damage and don't do enough. I'm at such a disadvantage mobility and damage-wise that if someone on the team is feeding, the game can pretty much be decided in the first round. The problem with itemization in game modes is that it can get really snowbally, and here's an example of a game snowballing out of control. I wish there was a happy end to this underdog story, but unfortunately they just keep on their pressure too hard and we lose control of the point and we lose the game. But you live and you learn. There's always next game. To get my spirits up, I open a loot box and, oh, that's just a bad omen. But I've learned. I'm a better Soldier 76 than I was last game. So why should I be concerned? Soon I'm slapped with the reality of the situation that I'm a f***ing idiot. And I decide to rush the McCree, even though I know he has his grenade, and I'm not gonna get out of this. Wait. Oh, my Mercy has my back, so actually f*** you, Cassidy, and f*** everything you stand for. With the Mercy at my back and the tank on my crack, I pop my ult, try to just take out anyone. But this is 4v1. I'm getting gangbanged. I'm in the wrong neighborhood and I can't get out. Even though my dying attempt goes wrong and they win the point, the stats really aren't that far off. We might have a chance. And that chance might be this Genji carrying me. Round 2 starts off with my beautiful Discord kitten meowing at me.
Oh, princess.
And with the masculine urge to carry my supports to victory, I take a pretty major flank to this little building, but they catch on to my positioning pretty quick, and I just watch the Mercy die in front of my very eyes. With fury unlike any I've ever experienced before, I rush the Freya. And then this McCree, because, you know, do. But where's my tank? Why they just keep running in and dying? We keep using the strategy of pushing this choke point while the Genji tries to dive, but we're never getting past this Orisa. And even though I just flamed my tank, this one's on me. I tried this a little too early. With a little time left in the round to cap the point, I just stick with my tank this time, but we're still not really grouped. It all just seems like we're playing our own separate side games, like this one, which is hit the damage, but you just can't because they're juking and breaking your ankles. Wait, Overwatch is a team game. I'm not alone. Even with 1% left before we lost the game, I can still take anything with this Mercy. Just like I said, with my brothers in arms, we'll take the lead, we'll kill them, and I'll kill you, Orisa, and I'll kill your Juno, and I'll kill your Juno. Freya, eat shit. I'll kill her too. Cassidy, more like Cassa dead. Oh, Orisa's back. I'll just kill her again, because that's all I need. My dream and this Mercy, and that's something I could never buy from the shop. Round 3, and I'm feeling the high of that last round. I'm trying to make this like Rainbow Siege 6, and I'm poking my head around the corner. I'm weaving in and out between spaces that I can get hit, using my cover intelligently as I could, but I'm starting to realize I don't do nearly as much damage as I would if I was using items like anti-armor items. At this point in the round, our team decided to do the risky play and just pop all of our ults just to gain solid control of the point. But the gamble doesn't pay off when they all pop their ults against us when they're all back up and take control and win the game. I'm starting to lose confidence, so I'm starting to play more safe, but my tank doesn't get that memo. She keeps playing super aggressive against the most fed person on their team, their tank. No matter how often I put this Cassidy in the grave, it just feels like we can't get anywhere. Even when I try to match my tank's energy and play aggro and try to dive their backline, why does it matter when just the Orisa herself can wipe our entire team? Even with the Mercy giving me the love and care that I desire, even with more gold and damage than their damage, why does it matter if the tank can't ever go down? The only way I can win this challenge is if I win quick and fast. The later it gets, the worse it is for me. The late game power gap is just too large. At this point, even the healer abilities almost kill me. This Juno almost one-shots me. And honestly, I'm more scared of this Moira than she is of me, even though I have a Zarya bubble and the Mercy on my back. Our teamwork isn't very good either. It seems like everybody has their own idea on how to win, and the only time we can actually cooperate as a team is when we push with an ult. And wait, Cassidy, I didn't mean what I said earlier. Cassidy, more like Cassa dead. Okay, fair. I don't know if I can do this. I just get outscaled as soon as like round 2 ends. Without using the shop, it feels like everybody's using cheat codes and I'm just playing normally. Can I even flaunt this if I can't even win one game without items? This is just regular Overwatch if I don't play with items. I think I have a solution. A solution that might make the next round easier. Wait, no. I cannot show any of this. Although I really didn't want to queue up for another game because I truly thought that this was going to be an impossible challenge at this point, and I didn't want to tank my rank any more than I already have. But I can do this. Oh no. Orisa? Oh, Genji, no. Ana. Oh no, our support got auto-locked. They're probably AFK. Hey, I just need to lock in. What did I do all that training for? Remember, this is all for the content. I have to remember that I'm always playing an unoptimized kit, so I just need to pick my fights smarter. I need to run away if things start looking dicey. And I always gotta remember that I can never beat Genji. I'm just bad at doing that. But I can rely on my team. I have a Lucio and a Moira and an Ashe that seemingly cannot miss her shots. So this first round made me think that I could finally win this without having to rely on a DC. So I'm riding into round 2 with a lot of optimism. Wait, that better not be one of ours. Oh, god damn it. Well, I guess we just play safe and hope that he comes back, or this is going to be the end of this challenge, because I will not be able to take any more mentally. And right when I had my doubts, he comes back. We are still in this. Even though I was tilted out of my mind, it was time for me to actually show what I can do. It was too many rounds of me just having poor accuracy, me not having that many kills, me just being the anchor of the team, weighing us down, drowning us. And you know what? I'm sick of it. No more. This time, we actually have a good team, our team comp is on point, and we have a real chance of beating them down. With my anime comeback mindset in full effect, I use all of the things that I've learned throughout this challenge. Using my positioning behind the tank, behind cover, using my mobility as a character to actually land flanks instead of just running in and feeding. Because that's what the Ashe is for. She can just snipe from the back while I take a major flank. Except, I forgot about Genji. But with all that, we still couldn't really push the point, so I just ult. Which is a great timing because they are all looking at my Reinhardt and the healers behind him. So I can just have free reign to this soldier in a 1v1, and our Reinhardt has a massive ult, so we just get the point quite easily. Whoa, oh my god, was that all Reinhardt's damage? Oh, our Ashe missed the bob. Oh, thanks, Orisa. This is my time to shine. I'm just gonna try to, come on. I'm just so used to having so much ammo whenever I buy items. It's just hard to get readjusted to having 30 the entire game. But wow, we really took that back. I did a pretty decent amount of damage. I was so confident going into round 3 that we wouldn't have to play that much more. We'd just win from the overall gold advantage. That, I really wanted to flame the other soldier. Because what's a little rivalry between people who are playing the same champs? Especially when I had more gold without any items. But I decided that was a really bad idea. I'm going to jinx it. It was a good idea I didn't, because they try this crazy split push advance, which my positioning was not good enough to deal with this. So I get gunned down by the soldier, the Orisa, and guess who's back? Once they had a solid position on the point, it was really hard for me to find a way to peek and do any kind of damage. Especially because the Genji realized that he can always 1v1 me. I'm terrible at playing against Genji. So it seems like playing safe is going to be the name of this game, and once they have to go on the offense, our defense holds, especially because their soldier and Ana were down. So it's looking like we're going to go to a best of 3. and this time we're gonna have to push onto them. While we're trying to position for objective B, their team just starts popping ults and really starts getting aggressive. But none of our team dies, and I realize that there's a soldier in this little cubby, and being how cocky as I was, I'm gonna go try to 1v1 him. But I don't have items, and he does, and a Moira bubble, so there really isn't much winning this. But I'm angry now, so I'm gonna go kill him, and then, well, you really can't be a Soldier 76 without being a little bit of a toxic gamer, can ya? The Genji tries to stall the point, but at this point, I think it's over. I think, oh yeah, we've definitely won. But I didn't realize how many bounties they took. Wait, oh, I was being toxic and that's my damage? Oh. Well, we're in round 4, and the longer the game goes, the higher the difficulty is. Huh, is this really the first person to notice that I haven't been buying anything? Oh no, wait, I don't have an excuse for this. Here we go. I can't speak English, that's why I'm not buying items.
Fine shit!
The Genji is always on my back at this point, which makes sense, he should be. I'm just so glad that my Lucio is trying to push him off of me. But if you thought this was the end of Genji, you'd be just as wrong as I was, because he didn't die from that, and he just comes right back to kill me. I was scared of the pressure that Genji was putting on me, so this time I'm trying to play safe, but I just can't get away. He has a vendetta against me. But my team happens to be there, which is nice. It wasn't so nice when they all just get ruined by this Orisa ult. Because I'm the only one that's really doing a disadvantage to myself by doing no items, I'm just gonna be made and hide until my team's back. Are you f***ing kidding me? Did Genji just wait with his ult behind me the whole time? Well, I guess that was a noble sacrifice because he didn't take anyone else out and our team can just deal with the rest of them. So, you Genji. At this point, I'm so tilted that the Genji just keeps going up. What? How'd that hit? Well, as I was saying, the Genji was really getting under my skin, which is probably a good thing because I don't have items, but it still feels bad when you can't play the game. Alright, I'm sorry, I teabagged your teammate. You don't have to style on me at the very last second. I didn't even get to ult this game. This was a bad showing. Round 5, I'm starting to feel over it, and I really, really, really hope this doesn't go to round 8. I might be getting a little carried. But this video isn't, oh hey, can I win Overwatch by buying no items and also not getting a little bit carried? No, the video title is just, can I win with no items? So, deal with it. Oh, I gotta get this Ana for that sleep. Okay, well, oh, Jesus Christ. I'm really glad that my Reinhardt ate his Wheaties today because those f***ing fire strikes are just melting the backline. Even though this is probably one of the worst games that I did in the whole series, I have to put in, wait, what the f***? How'd that hit? What was even the angle of that? Did she fucking curve the bullet? What the hell? Oh, I have a feeling I'm not gonna live. Yep. There we go. Well, at least maybe with this ult I can redeem myself a little. Hopefully I can... Okay, I got one. Can I kill the... Okay, I didn't kill the Genji, but... You know, hey... I think we win. I don't think they can come back. They're a little too slow. Oh my god. Oh, please, 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 please. I did it. I didn't do great, but I did it. No items. Holy shit. So, can you win without buying anything in Overwatch Stadium? Technically, yeah. Should you? Probably not. You're probably gonna get carried by your teammates. I mean, Soldier 76 base kit, it holds up surprisingly well. But once it gets to late game, the item power gap is so real. It hurts. You can't do much. But hey, I proved it's doable. But anyway, if you like this weird challenge, please drop a like and subscribe. If you want me to try it with maybe a different character, I don't know, Lucio, Zenyatta, leave a comment in the comment section below. Oh, God help me.